So this was another closed deal. Actually, he called me back 10 minutes after this call. If you wait till the end, he said give him a day or two. He called me back 10 minutes later and said, hey, we're ready to go. Let me pay the invoice now. So it was closed. I'll chuck a screenshot up here. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. This was actually our biggest client, $2,500 a month plus tax. So hope you guys enjoy with no filter, no nothing. Niche is revealed, and yeah, let's get right into it.
Hello, guys. Good afternoon.
What's
Hey
going
Juan,
on,
how you
Juan?
going?
How are you?
Cody and my director, Michael.
Hi, Cody. How are you?
Good, Michael. What's going on? How's your day been?
Good, man. How was yours?
Very good. Busy, but
We've
can't
seen your
complain.
family. Yeah,
This
we've seen your
this is
family.
Daniel. Sorry.
Hi, Daniel. How are you?
Yeah, really
Daniel, how
good,
you
man.
doing?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Where are you guys from?
Originally, or where are we
Where are
based?
we based? Both.
Originally.
Originally.
Originally, it's part of the world, man. One country in the world. Originally from Egypt, man, and Sebastian originally from Colombia, but we're based in
Oh,
Melbourne.
nice.
What
Oh,
about
yeah,
you guys?
nice. Yeah, well, I'm based in Sydney and Cody's in Queensland.
Oh, great. So we're covering the whole states, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
everywhere.
Um, yeah, really excited to have you guys here.
It's
Are
interesting
you
to
Michael?
start with that you guys operating from Sydney and Queensland, and you advertising for Melbourne or
Yeah,
Victoria.
correct.
Yeah. I mean, we advertise Australia wide, but like the last sort of 6 months, we've really been dialed in on Victoria because obviously all the rebates and the door knocking ban, the cold calling ban, a lot of people are struggling, and then a lot of marketing agencies like us are also struggling to get results, but we've found a way to deliver excellent results. So I think we're just pushing through. You know,
Tell us a little bit about Elite Summit or your company, guys. So you guys look like a fresh young blood and thinking more AI, thinking more intelligent, thinking more active. So tell us a little bit.
Yeah, man. Well,
yeah.
yeah, I'll take it, Cody. Yeah, so we've been working in the agency space for like about 7 years now, and in HVAC for about 5 now. And so we work with HVAC companies nationally, and as Cody just mentioned, we've really focused in on Victoria over the last 12 months or so, and especially in the last few months since the ban on door knocking and cold calling. It's just companies are kind of scrambling as to how to kind of generate their leads, and we've built a system here that is really tailored towards the VEU, and helping you not only to generate leads but also convert those leads into paying clients. So when we first started, it was kind of like a very different world back then. People would send you leads in a spreadsheet, and then kind of say, well, good luck, guys, hope that you convert that lead. And over the last 3-4 years, we've really have started to expand our services and use technology to our advantage, right? So you know, the name of the game is to collect people's data. Obviously, what we want to do is run ads. People who are interested, they submit their inquiry, but then it's quite a big purchase decision depending on what you're selling. So with, let's say, solar and air conditioning and hot water, it's anywhere from 1,500 up to 10 grand or more to have something installed. And so that's a really big purchase decision. Okay, and so not everyone's going to convert right away. It's not an impulse buy. It's not $20. It's not 50 or even $100. It takes time to make that decision. And so we know that you need to nurture people through that process, right? And since a long time, everyone wants your name, email, and phone number. So if you go and purchase something from a retail store, they'll go, oh, can I grab your email? 5% discount or whatever it is, grab your phone number. That's because they want to put you into their nurturing sequences, whether it's email, text message, both. They want to have that direct line of communication with you so that they can show you who they are, what they do, why they're great, and why you should spend money with them, right? And in the past, it was just big companies that would do that, and it would cost tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars to build out these systems to nurture people. But we've actually now managed to bring that to small and medium sized businesses, and we're really proud to do that in an affordable way as well. So what I'm going to run you through today, and obviously, I'd love to know a little bit more about you guys shortly. But what I'm going to run you through is 90% of what I'm going to talk about is going to be showing what we do once we generate the lead, how we actually nurture that lead, how we actually encourage them to purchase, how we can actually deliver you these systems that will help you guys to maximize your conversion rate. And not just that, actually maximizing the lifetime value of your clients, right? And technology is a huge part of that. And, implementing AI into that as well. ChatGPT really has revolutionized things. They're not going to take over, but it is making our jobs a lot easier, and allowing you to provide a much better service to your clients, or potential clients, and to maximize again that conversion rate. So yeah, look, that's a little bit about us. I mean, yeah, was there any other questions there?
No. I would love you to take us through the process of what you guys are. You guys working with other competitors as well in Victoria, I would say.
Correct. Yeah, we work with quite a lot.
So
there is over
how many? Quite a lot, we saying.
about 30.
30 competitors.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's your lead subsidies on that? Like 30 competitors, you run through different keywords,
Yeah.
or
Look, I'm gonna talk you through all of
Yeah.
that in a moment. So just to let you know, like, that's a drop in the ocean when it comes to the number of total suppliers out there. Like, there's over 3 million homes in Victoria that qualify for the rebates, right? No
Yeah,
one's
exactly.
going to be able to get to all of them. And as I'm going to show you in a minute, like, there's so many leads out there that you're going to think that you want more leads, but it's hard to handle the number of leads that are out there, right? So yeah, we work with, as I said, it's like a drop in the ocean when it comes to the total number. It's just Cody and I, so it's not like we can't really take on many more. And it is a really, really comprehensive service. So I'll kind of will show you through all of that in a second. So are you, Michael, the owner of?
Yeah, wow, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So there's and Juan, are you you're also a partner there, or you're, I think,
Yeah, I'm
sales
a
manager?
national head of sales. I'm
Yeah,
in charge
awesome.
for the commercial sales, and
Anything to do with sales.
Yeah.
I'm an engineer as well, so I handle all the
Technical.
solar inquiries and all the technical side of it. We work with large scale projects too, so I'm a solar designer as well. Project management too. Project manager. That's what we do. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that sounds like a big role. I hope Michael's paying you well, because that's a lot of work, man. Are you guys, so you're operating not just in Victoria, you're operating nationally?
We operate national industrial.
Yeah, awesome. So are you working just with the rebates nationally, or you're doing installs
Yeah, we
for?
are fully accredited in Victoria and partially accredited in New South Wales. So in New South Wales, we're accredited in lighting, we're accredited in heat pumps, and in Victoria, we're accredited in 12 activities. So lighting, commercial lighting, heat pumps, residential, commercial, heating and cooling, solar energy retailer. So we do the whole electrification bundle.
Excellent. That's great, because we have a lot of clients who are upselling. So basically, you get there, maybe you're talking about a heat pump, you can talk about air conditioning, solar, like,
We talk
and you
about
can
everything.
Yeah.
yeah. And are you guys doing, obviously there's the smaller products like door seals, air conditioning vents, shower heads and that kind of thing, or do you steer clear of that?
Mainly the big options. We are accredited in shower heads, we're accredited in fan seals and all that. But again, the idea is to electrify homes, and the idea is because we are accredited and we have our full in-house installation team as well. So that's what makes us different than any other competitors. Because most of competitors, they outsource everything, or mainly electrical. But we do not do that, and we have our own installer that do that as well.
Yeah,
So
excellent.
this is the idea, and being accredited into the rebate programs and all that, give us more space with the client to speak, to say, hey, we're not just selling you off and we're leaving. No, we're sticking.
Yeah.
We're trying to create a sticky customer mentality or psychology. So sticky
Yeah.
customers, do that customer will always come to, I promise.
Yeah, that's look. Obviously, we work with a range of different clients. We work with some who are literally they're just doing this so they can close deals and hand it off to others. And then we have, some clients that are, they're end to end, just like you guys. So yeah, that's awesome. You know, I think it's better to be able to provide that service like what you guys do. You know, I think there's probably some people who, you know, the install happens and then there's no support if something, you know,
Yeah. The thing
breaks
is, we're
down
one
or
of the oldest in the industry. We're one of the oldest in the industry, so one of the expert. And on top of that, we've definitely been expanding our marketing arms to from SEO, website development, social media, whatnot, and of course we approaching you guys to check with the lead generation model is. So definitely we're expanding all our arms. But put in mind as well before we go any further, gentlemen, that we've had experiences before with similar approaches. We've had experience before with lead generation promising us a word and nothing is so definitely conversion rate matters. Definitely, as you said, not just lead generating is actually a kind of a potential lead. So just put in consideration the experiences that we've been facing. We've been in the market for over 12 years. So
Yep.
yeah, absolutely. And you know that's something that you know, probably similar from both of our ends, that there's other people in the market who have damaged the reputation, I guess. And you know, that's why we actually focus on, as I said, 90% of what I'm going to show you here is nothing to do with the actual leads in terms of like the ads or anything like that. It's all about how do we help you to maximize that conversion rate.
yeah.
And you know, I guess I might. Is there one thing that's kind of a priority for you in regards to the leads that you want to generate? Like what type of installs you want to get?
we to be honest, we definitely emphasizing on the heat pump on the heating and cooling. Sorry, so heating and cooling mainly gas, ducted gas to
Yep.
multi-system or split
Perfect.
or ducted. So this
What do
is
you?
mainly, and from this door we can open the other doors for heat pump and solar solutions. The main idea is to electrify, as I said, the whole home. So how we can do that? We, as you said earlier, some of this installation can go up to $11,000 after the rebate, or 12 or 15, depends on the product, depends on the quality of product and all that stuff. Saying that, we have our finance partners that help customers to finance their total amount. So we go from $150 a fortnight, you can electrify your whole home, like.
Yeah, awesome.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, that's great. And you know, the fact that you want to focus in on air conditioning is great, because that's the performance that we're getting for air conditioning right now is incredible, right?
Plus summer is coming, so yeah, we want to
Yeah,
attack those pain points in clients. They want to cool their houses. They want to have a system ready for the summer, which is going to be really hot.
yep,
That's what I've been reading in the news. So if we act now, we focus on heating and cooling. I think we can get good results from there. But ideally, we want to keep it even in heating and cooling, heat pumps and solar as well. We don't want to leave anything
yeah. No,
below the
totally. No,
other,
I
if that
understand.
makes sense.
Yep.
Because yeah, I can handle all the solar. I've been doing that for the last 5 years. And then the heat pumps, we have a guy that has been selling heat pumps for 3 years, probably more, no? Like 6 years. He's an expert selling heat pumps, and then we'll handle the heating and cooling leads as well. But that
Perfect.
could be the entry point. Yeah, heating and cooling. I think that's booming now. You
Mhm.
guys must know better than us
Yeah,
what's
I would
booming
definitely
now.
agree with that. I would
Yeah.
agree. Look, it's Aussie homes are built shit. Let's just kind of be upfront. Like
Yeah,
insulation's
yeah,
really poor.
100%.
If the temperature's below 20 degrees, it's freezing, and if it's above 20 degrees, it's boiling inside the home. Like it's just yeah. And there's so many people that need it, and it's really affordable, and especially with the rebates, it's very very affordable. So that's actually the performance that we get on that, and you know, comparing it with the returns that our clients are getting, you know, per install. Yeah, so that's actually, you know, perfect. So I'll definitely show you through all of that. So just one last question: do you guys use a CRM system already?
Yeah,
Which one?
that's for
Dataforce. Okay, no problem. Awesome. Well, yeah, we've got a CRM system that we actually I'm gonna show you through, and you know, that's exactly what is going to help us to, you know, get you to convert more of those leads into paying clients. So yeah, just obviously was having a look at your website. Everything looks amazing. Looks really good. Definitely looks like you've got a great SEO strategy, which is awesome. So You know, something that I would mention is I would love to see more Google reviews here. Obviously, social proof is a huge factor these days. People are now putting in as much research into like, you know, $1,000 purchase as what they would have, you know, 10 years ago into like a $50,000 purchase. And, you know, seeing Google reviews, I think about my own behavior. I always check, you know, whenever there's a service that I'm going to go ahead with, even if it's like a restaurant or something, I'm jumping on and I'm checking it out. Right. So, look, every single lead that we generate for you will flow into a pipeline just like this one, right? And it's really important. I'm sure you guys are, you know, organized with your sales approach, and you know, we just want to build on that, on what you're already doing, right? And you know, data is the most valuable commodity in the world. It's more valuable than oil or gold because you can make more money from it, right? That's why Instagram, Facebook, Google are free to use. They want your data so they can sell you shit, right? As I said earlier, like not everyone's going to purchase right away. So it's important to nurture people through and know where everyone is at any particular point in the sales cycle. And so, you know, this is one of our clients that does air conditioning. They've been with us for just over a month. They haven't updated the pipeline annoyingly. Cody just got a call with them yesterday. They're actually at $170,000 now in cash collected, which is really, really cool, right? So all of the, as I said, all the leads flow in here. You can move them around however you want. And this is a live account, right? So you can do most of the things that you'll want to do from the system, you know, directly here in the pipeline section. If I click call, it will call that person. So I won't do that right now. If I click view conversations, and I will do that in a second, it'll go through and show you all of the history with this client, from phone calls, which you can record, text messages, WhatsApp messages, emails, Instagram, Facebook, Google reviews, invoicing, quoting, everything's there in that system, right? I understand you know, you already have a CRM Dataforce that you're using. A lot of our clients will, you know, give this a try and then gradually they kind of port over to it, right? So obviously we tag all of the leads. So, you know, as you can see, it says here, autopilot SMS, right? We know that if you take longer than 5 minutes to engage with a lead, your chances of converting that lead into a paying client on average drops by 80%, which is why we actually try to plug that gap, right? Well, I guess we have plugged that gap. So if I look, this is the most recent lead. So let's go through that. Looks like there's a message here from Chund. And it's just, you know, it's working in the background 24/7 for you, right? So as you can see, this lead was generated, well, it was 6 a.m., right? So 6 a.m. this morning. Straight away, she gets the email from the system. Thanks for submitting your inquiry. You know, the opportunity to schedule a callback. We're always trying to schedule in either callbacks or in-home quotes for you. That just, you know, makes it a much, much warmer lead. A lot of people, as you can see, 6 a.m., right? Some people are in bed, others are at work, others are on the toilet. Like, you know, they maybe are not ready to talk right away. So, you know, straight away, the system's texted her, "Hi, Chun, thanks so much for submitting your inquiry with HQ Services. Can you please confirm if you need a quote for a split or a ducted AC system?" She wrote back at 11:30 a.m., ducted AC system. Straight away, the bot, "Great choice, Chun. Is it for a single story or a multi-story home?" "Single." Straight away, "Thanks. How many outlets, how many zones?" You know, and then she gives some information. But see, back, forth, back, forth. At this point, then it hands it back to the team, right? So,
Yeah.
you know, it is really, really an excellent system that we've got here that is allowing, and this guy, look, 2:09 a.m. That's crazy. I don't know what Peter Tsagaris is doing, but, you know, here, well, he first submitted his inquiry here at 1:26 a.m. He needs a split system. So 1:45 in the morning, he's going back and forth here with the bot, right? And then it hands it back to the team. So, like, you know, it's example after example. That's, as you can see, there's a structure to the way that we've
That's
you know,
great.
written.
That's great. Yeah, it's good.
You know, here at 6 p.m., I'm sure, you know, Juan, you're probably sleeping at that time. No, not sleeping, sorry. You finish work. And look, we basically give it a job description. So using a software called Zapier, we've connected in ChatGPT. This is one of our clients that's actually doing the VEU. So this is like the job description that we give it. Your role is to qualify prospects for our Victorian Energy Upgrade Installation Promotion. And actually, by the way, people only come through to you if they qualify. So for example, for a heat pump, it'd be like, you know, are you the homeowner? Is your home's value under 3 million? Is your, you know, combined household income under 210K? All that kind of things.
Yeah.
Right. So this prospect has qualified based on questions they've already answered. Your role is to schedule them in for a time for our team to call them back. You're an intelligent, well-educated and friendly individual. Maintain a natural, empathetic and friendly conversation style. Be concise and connect personally. Ask only one qualifying question per interaction, formatted as a yes/no question to encourage a response. In this case here, we want to just make sure that the contact details are correct. So we say, can you confirm that you're the homeowner? Yes. And then it'll say, to determine the total rebate you qualify for under the VEU, we might need to perform a quick and free in-home inspection. Will that be okay? Here we ask the suburbs. Some people say, I want the full address, but some people are kind of like hesitant to give it over text message. Up to you, whatever you want. Then do mornings or afternoons usually work better for a member of our team to arrange a call back to discuss the next steps, right? We can adjust this however you want. It learns, right? Obviously, if it does anything you don't want it to, we then come in, update the job description. We can, obviously, however we want. We actually dumb it down. The temperature here, it's you can do between 1 and 3. We do 0.1 because we don't want it to be too clever. We just like get the answers to the questions and that's it. It can follow up with people if you want. Like if they don't reply, it can actually follow up the next day and say like, hey, just checking if you can get back to me, however you want, right? And so the system actually we've added some automations as well. Actually, here's just to show you one of our clients who's doing heat pumps. These are all the callbacks that it's scheduled in. For this client, I mean, Juan, I'm sure that you would have received some automations. They were like emails and text messages in the lead up to this call. Obviously, we use the same system. Yeah, we use the same system for ourselves. These are all the callbacks, right?
Yes.
Again, man, these are not like
text message, an email. 15 minutes before the meeting, I got
exactly.
another email. Yeah,
totally. So it's look, there's no, but I'm not saying here this is a guaranteed sale, but like the fact that someone's booking in a callback, it means that they're a much more qualified prospect.
I agree, man. I've experienced that, and it's the way it is. Yeah, I agree with you, man.
Yeah. 100%. So we can also actually follow up with. Actually, let me go through first. We have a fully integrated contract and quoting system and invoicing, everything in here. I know you guys use Dataforce, so you don't have to use this if you don't want to. But we've actually built out we have templates and stuff that you can use. So this is one of our clients who, this is basically what the template looks like. Hold on, let me just get the one with, so, it's like DocuSign basically. So it's a fully legally binding signable document. They can do their electronic signature. If you guys decide to come on board with us, you'll sign one of these yourselves. And obviously we can create it exactly how whatever template you currently use, or you can use the templates that we've got. So of course, like looks nice. You can add whatever you.
Is all your HVAC companies or competitors using same system? Is that right?
Not everyone uses every feature, but yes, everyone uses the same system.
Okay. And what's your conversion rate at the moment between your average of your competitors?
Yeah, it starts around 20%, to be honest. Like, like when people are getting used to the flow of leads, getting used to, at the end of the day, man, it's sales. Like here I am.
20%.
Between 20 and, between 20 and 30, 35% is the average.
What's your best conversion rate?
Yeah.
What's your best conversion rate?
Best?
Yeah, I would say probably Kieran. I don't know. There's this
I'd
one
say
guy
probably Kieran. I'd probably say maybe 40.
Yeah,
I don't have the exact number, but he converts pretty much most of what comes through. He's a killer.
Yeah. And what's your cost per lead?
I'll show you that. I'll show you that
Yeah.
in a minute. So I kind of also wanted to show you through, like obviously there's that system there. It gets sent through to them, and then we actually have, and again, man, we can add whatever it is that you want. But these guys wanted to automate the follow-up, so they get added to an automatic sequence once the invoice is sent, or the quote is sent, and 24 hours later.
It's like a HubSpot, yeah.
Exactly.
You have. It does exactly the same. It does follow-ups automatically. It sends the SMS, emails, all that. That's great. We can send proposals from there, which is good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, the other thing, I mean, we want to go further than that as well. So, we've actually built into it a feature here where once you've actually completed an install, what we've got is a survey. Again, we can obviously edit this survey however you want, but we basically want to know from people, what would you rate us out of 5, right? Only if they give you a 5 then they get sent automatically a request to review you on Google. And then they also automatically get sent a request for referrals. Some of our guys paid $200 cash for any successful referral. So that's how we avoid anything other than a 5-star Google review. If, man, for whatever reason, sometimes people are not happy. So we want to survey them first. And then once they give us a 5, we send them the request for the Google review. And then we actually have built in a stage here where, basically after you've completed the install, you can send them to a pipeline stage where it follows up with them in a year's time and says, your unit's due for servicing and cleaning and things like that. So yeah, I mean, that's like, obviously, like, I've spent all my time here talking about, what we actually do once you get, basically how we nurture the leads. Live account here. This is one of our clients who's been on board with us for a few months. This month alone, they've generated 201. This is for air conditioning, 201 leads at an average cost of $7. We have, there's just a kind of example after example. Obviously that's going to depend on the area that you cover and what your offer is. We have a range of different prices, of course. These guys have been with us for like a week, just over a week, and it's 92 leads, average cost $5.26. And
What's their conversion rate?
again, it's like, it's usually between that 20 and 35%. That's the average.
Yeah.
So leads are averaging between
And
$5.
what's your payment methods? Like how's the lead is payable?
You pay us a flat monthly fee to manage your campaigns for you, and then we're actually creating all of these ads in your ad account. So we're not creating.
You own everything.
Meta account?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So
own
you invite
everything.
us as a partner to your Meta ad account. We create this in your branding. We act on your behalf. Like we're not generating leads for ourselves.
That was my next question. So you actually use logo,
Yep.
branding, all
Exactly.
that.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is your
right.
system, your ad account. You own absolutely everything. We're just a partner and we just manage it for you.
And what's the fees? What the fees are?
Yeah. So per month, $2,500 plus GST, and then whatever it is that you want to spend on ads. We recommend a minimum of $30 per day per campaign. So if you wanted to do, hot water, solar, and air conditioning, it'd be $90 a day minimum. Like some of our guys are, spending over 100 a day.
What's a part of the 2,500? Is just managing?
Yeah, so basically that's our fee to create the ad campaigns for you and manage them and optimize them.
Fancy create.
And we include the system free as part of the service because that helps us to maximize the conversion rate. You don't have to use that system if you don't want, but we strongly recommend using it because we've kind of built that system that I just shown you to help you to
Annual ad campaigns part of that 250, 500.
as many as you want.
As many as we want. What do you mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like, what's your ad budget? If you want to spend $1,000 a day and you want to run a bunch of different campaigns, then it's totally up to you.
So contents, who put the contents?
We do. So we do all the static content. So if you want video content, that would be, we'd get it quoted and obviously get that done for you. But so static images, that's mostly what we use.
Can you send us some examples so we can relate?
No, so that's one of the things that we protect as basically our IP. Our ad strategy is part of what helps us to get this, these really, really affordable cost per lead prices, and that's something that we protect until you come on board. That's basically the only thing that we don't show you is that. We did have some people in the past who literally just copied. I'm not even kidding. They just copied exactly what we showed them, and we're like, we're not doing that anymore. So if you want to jump on board, of course, you get full access to all of that. But that's the one thing that I can't show you.
And what's your time limits of knowing if this project is working or not?
Yeah, so basically, like once you jump on board, it takes about a week to get you onboarded. Then we launch your campaigns. Yeah, depending on how many you want to launch, it usually takes around about a week. And you'll start getting leads within a day or two.
If you don't get leads within the first probably 24 hours or 48 hours, there's something wrong. Like
from where? From the
From launch.
onboarding?
From launch.
from launch,
Launch, yeah.
about a week
Like if we
after.
launch, let's say we launch today, if you're not getting a lead by Thursday, there's something wrong. It hasn't happened, but yeah, like leads come in very, very quickly, thick and fast. That's been our experience, and I think that's part of, I guess, why we've cut through the market in Victoria is, our point of difference, number one, with the system, but also, we're very dialed in with what works and what doesn't. So, we know you're trusting us, right, to get you results. We come in and we get you those results. We don't like to say, hey, it's going to take a few weeks. No, 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 no. If things aren't working within the first sort of 48 hours after launch, there's something wrong. Yeah, that's why you're paying us, like that's why we're able to get, I don't know other companies that are getting this low of a lead cost that are qualified, but maybe I could be wrong, but yeah.
And what's your worst case scenario with your clientele, with your partners? Like, what's if you showed us the cost per lead was $6, what was your other worst case
Yeah,
scenario?
so we have some guys in regional Victoria, and it's like between $20 and $30. So yeah, that's kind of usually the worst case.
Just heating and cooling or heat pump?
That's for that's for heating and cooling. And look, there's some others who look, man, there's a lot of companies doing this. Some are charging $500, others are charging $1,500 for the exact same thing. And if your rate's really high and you're not offering anything like, for example, there's some guys do Ecogenica, right? Ecogenica is a really, really cheap unit. Some
Yeah.
guys are doing it for $499 fully installed. Others are doing it for $1,500. And it's not up to us to set your pricing, but the higher your price, the higher your cost per lead is going to be. Obviously, we try to focus on other things that they can offer. Sometimes we're using the angle of like climate change, depending on the client. It's a lot of people are looking at electrifying their homes
Financing.
because they believe that climate change is an existential threat to the planet. So we sometimes use that messaging. Yeah, as Cody said, sometimes we might try to focus on, look, $0 up front. If their cost is really high, we might then push them
Fortnite.
towards either the fortnightly price or the monthly price.
So you guys ask us for any homework, or you guys do the whole
Yeah.
homework?
No. We get you. We do homework on the onboarding call. That's what I go through with both of you. We ask pricing, products,
Oh,
different
okay.
angles, so then we
That's the
can go
only
away
input
and
you
create
require from
everything.
us, yeah? Like pricing, products, bundles, offers. But
Yep.
apart from that, you develop all the strategy, you're in charge of everything.
Gentlemen, I really appreciate all that, and I really want to get to a point. But for you to understand where our marketing branches is at, we have
Please.
Luisa, who's our executive marketing, that she take care of all the alliances in when it comes to marketing. So we have our web developers and SEO company that is it's one of our outsourcers. We have our social media partner as well, who's currently engaged to do videos for us, like built-in like videos on a monthly basis, and also contents and posts and stories and reels.
Yep.
If you go on our Instagram or social media, you'll understand where I'm
Yep,
coming
I
from.
can see
And
that.
this is
Yep.
already operating, and the other one is already operating, and Luisa is managing that for us. Of course, we are not getting the expected outcome as we want. That's why we said, okay, what's Lead Summit is doing, and how they can. So put in consideration that we definitely want to give you guys a go in terms of understanding that eager of okay, let's see the leads, let's see what we can do. Of course, working in sales and coming from sales background, we want to get that, but we want to minimize our risk and cost as well, because as I said, it's not the first time that we've sat with a marketing or lead generation company and they said, oh look, this is what we can do, this is you know. So I want you to be considerable a little bit with us in terms of what the best way to get the way onboarded, and then we can work on that cost per lead. For example, I'll be very clear. If we are eating, we make everyone eat. So for example, if we say okay, so let's say that our cost is on a monthly basis 2,000, let's say 2,500. Of course, is that negotiable, or this is your
No, to be honest, it's not. It's like that. for us to be able to do the job that we want to do, we're not cutting any corners or anything. We charge that fee in order to, you know, make sure that our service is really, really good.
And how many campaigns you are willing to start with? Or like, let's say if we're gonna start with Instagram and Facebook campaigns, is that right?
Correct.
And you think that $30 realistically on a daily basis?
Yeah, so look, that's the minimum, right? It depends on how many leads you want. Like, you know, and again, like on your pricing, I'm not sure what your pricing is like.
How many leads will get us $30 a day on Instagram and Facebook? Let's say that we're gonna run 2 campaigns, $30 each.
Yeah, for one for heating and cooling and one for heat pumps.
Yes.
Yeah,
something
so
like
I'd
that.
say, and what brands are you installing for heat pumps?
So heat pumps to install Emerald Planet and SPT,
An iStore.
Okay.
iStore.
Yeah. Yeah, and what's your starting at kind of end cost of the consumer price?
For residential,
Yeah.
we start from 18. If it's home occupier, 18.99.
$18.99.
Yeah,
Yep.
inclusive
And then
GST.
what about for air conditioning? Like, what's your rough like?
Again, with air
From-
conditioning, we have many scenarios, but I start always from I think 2009 999. If it changes from
2009,
ducted
yeah.
to
That's
from
a
ducted to-
multi-split,
yeah.
Yes.
or that's what? How many heads is that?
3.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. So it's about
Okay.
$1,000 a head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Which is
So-
really good. Yeah.
It's in the
That is
market.
really good.
Yeah.
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 So look, we have some clients that do about $8.99 a head. And look, here's the other thing is I kind of use the example of car ad, right? $13,990, drive away, no more to pay. And then you get there and you're like, oh, it doesn't have Apple CarPlay, it's got the shitty wheels, it's like the small engine, and then you get there, no leather seats, and you get there and you get upsold. So if you want a lower cost per lead, of course we can you know, include a potential price. Like, as I said, a lot of our guys are doing per head $8.99. So rather than, you know, saying it as like $2.99, we could do either like $9.99 or $8.99 per head. And that's definitely going to help to reduce your cost per
Promotional
lead.
price, X amount of customers.
Yeah. So we
Yeah.
might then create scarcity and
Financing.
urgency, saying that it's like, only for the next X number of customers, you know, spring offer only, that kind of thing. It's just kind of psychology 101. That's what big companies are doing, the exact same thing. You update based on the time of year, update on, you know, based on, you know, scarcity, urgency, and that kind of thing. And so look, to answer your question, based on your pricing, definitely the pricing for air conditioning is going to get you the cost per leads that I've shown you. So somewhere between $7 and $15. And the cost per lead for heat pumps is probably going to be a little bit higher than our average. Because we have guys installing, as I said, for advertising $4.99. Others are advertising, you know, $1,299. So it's like that price. I'll just be upfront with you. It's a little bit higher than the average one that we see, but we can just design your ad. Some ads we literally design them like, you know JB Hi-Fi. You know, it's like this. You go there, it's just like written on paper with like a texter. That's done on purpose to make it look. Come in here, get a bargain, get a deal. You know, whereas you think about like Harvey Norman and those kind of companies, it's a little bit more premium looking. Let's say David Jones, for example. We can design your ad to be in a really premium looking branding that you know, some people want that, right? They want something, they don't want the cheap stuff, but that's just going to mean your cost per lead's a little bit higher, but hopefully your return's going to be higher than those people that are installing for that $4.99 type price. The Ecogenica, in a month's time, it breaks down, and you know so
Makes sense. Do you want to show us anything else?
I mean, like, do you have any other questions for us?
For now, to be honest, we've answered all the questions. It's just subject for us to reassess everything, because we cannot just spread our 2 arms with the 2 social companies. We already have a plan going in terms of AdWords and social media ads and all that. But it looks like you guys sound promising and sound that I just need to have a chat with Sebastian and the team and see what can best we get done, and we get back to you. And if we can get the ball rolling, so we definitely onboarding and launching. What's the date time between onboarding and launching?
So it's about a week.
Okay, and you
Yeah,
guys,
time.
Worst
Okay.
case.
okay, and you guys saying that there is guaranteed on something that if we don't get anything, you get money back and all that stuff.
No, so what we don't lock anyone into long-term agreements. It's a month-to-month agreement. We know that people don't leave. That's the thing, is we don't have to lock you into a 3, 6, 12-month contract. It's like, if it's working for you, you stay with us, and people just stay because it works. And so yeah, after the first month, at the end of the first month, you can let us know, I want to continue or I don't. And then from then it's only 30 days notice. That's it. So we know we're going to get you results. So we're so confident. That's why we don't lock anyone into agreements, because we know it's going to work for you. And we let the kind of results speak for themselves.
Awesome, beautiful. That's what I wanna hear. Sounds like you guys confident about it. It's all solicited leads, right? Like it's according to
100%.
Correct. Yeah.
Yep.
So
And
they
we
fill out an
can-
inquiry. They fill out an
Yeah.
inquiry form. On there, we ask them whatever questions you want to know. Like, obviously, what we want to know is if, for heat pumps, as I said before, that they qualify. For air conditioning, some of our guys, they don't want to touch anything where there's no gas system to disconnect. Others say, I'm happy to do whatever. So obviously, we go through that in the onboarding. What to you is a qualified lead? Some guys will say, I want to reject anything that's not currently gas. Others say, no, I still want the lead. Just tell me if it's gas or not. So it's totally up to you. These are all solicited leads. These people have clicked on an ad that's running from the iPromise Facebook and Instagram pages. They click on that ad. They see your branding. They fill out the inquiry form. The inquiry form then goes through to the system. They receive an email with your branding on it. They have the opportunity to book themselves a call, all that kind of stuff. So yes, they are all solicited.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Did I speak with Daniel or Cody or last Friday?
You spoke with me, Cody.
Cody.
Yeah.
It was Cody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Easy.
So
Cool,
I can
guys.
give you a buzz, whenever. I mean, how long do you
Yeah.
guys sort of need?
Say it again.
We just need
How
to have
long
a
do you
chat.
guys need?
We'll have a chat. Now we'll get back to you between today and tomorrow morning. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's not a problem.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah.
We need your
Yeah.
100% in with us if we consider everything, guys. And as I said
Yeah.
earlier, you look like confident of what you're saying, so we take it from there.
Yeah, I really like what I heard too. And if we start working together, you guys will be working directly with me. So it's just gonna
Awesome.
be us, you guys, and me. That's it.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for your time. Leave it with me. We'll have a chat. Come back to you as soon as possible. Okay.
Thank you.
Done.
Thanks,
Sounds great.
guys.
Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
guys.
We'll talk
Bye-bye.
soon.
See ya.
Ciao.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.